There are no permanent friends in politics. The Democratic Alliance has just learned this lesson the hard way in its failed bid to collapse the National Assembly. The DA's bid to dissolve the National Assembly and hold early elections has backfired spectacularly. The official opposition could not count on the support of other parties who left it high and dry at the altar. The DA ended up being the lone voice in Parliament calling for the collapse of President Jacob Zuma's government. Meanwhile, the DA's latest failure and the opposition disowning the motion raises questions about the party's desperate bid for survival.
We can't afford another 2 years of this government. We cannot tolerate another 2 years of the Gupta family's toxic influence over President Zuma. South Africa deserves a fresh start. And the Constitution at Section 50 makes provision for early elections in instances such as these where there is a legitimacy crisis. Public representatives are elected to represent the hopes and aspirations of ordinary South Africans across the country who, through their votes, choose them to serve. When they no longer serve those who elected them, but instead the interests of a political elite and their criminal associates, they must be removed.
Now let's take a look at what the DA sought to achieve by tabling the motion. It keeps the heat and focus on President Jacob Zuma and his government, reinforcing the perception of maladministration and corruption. It allows the DA to gain the political upper hand due to a divided ANC's inability to defend the party or the government. It also allows the DA to further divide the ANC on the question of Zuma, as seen during the no-confidence vote.
The question to Honourable Steenhuisen to answer, on what grounds is he calling for the dissolution of the National Assembly? You stood up here, you talk about president, you never presented any cogent reason why we should agree with you to dissolve the National Assembly. Therefore, you are rejecting your motion with contempt it deserves. This motion does not seek to effect governance change, as they claim and want us to believe. Instead, it has more to do with Democratic Alliance trying to effect regime change through clandestine ways that undermine the established electoral principle and norms governing the electoral system in our constitutional democracy. These are democratic attempts anyway.
We want to reject the motion that is placed there by the DA. We gave the DA an opportunity to lead the August 8 process. We united society. We spoke to sensible members of the ANC. Majority of them, majority of the caucus of the ANC would have voted with us on August the 8th if the DA did not make basic tactical mistakes of grandstanding, of wanting to gain glory out of a collective national outcry about one individual who's destroying this country.
Honorable Shivambu, I think we should leave the law to take its course on the issues of the killings in KZN, especially that of Comrade Sindis. Honorable Motau, I think you are just off tangent. Your speech is old. The GDP, did you hear? The GDP grew by 2.5% today. And the South Africa is out of recession. Maybe you did not know that. Honorable Carter, responding to you will be a waste of time. You even differ with Honorable Lekota. Doesn't agree with what you've just said here. Your party, remember, you were 13 last term. You are 3 now. 2019 will be finished. The list set by Honorable Klowama, the better. This is not how you remove. This is the National Assembly. Is not Dr. Mampelo that you removed.